Talk to me. Rollerdrome.
Dave, Rollerdrome kicks so much ass. I fucking love this game. The thing, and I was talking to a friend of the show, Chaz, who worked on this game. This game is from
former guest on the show.
Former guest on the show, Chaz Ali. This is by Roll7, who are behind Ollie Ollie World early this year. What a 1-2, by the way, for 2022. Fucking hell. And yeah, like, just I was talking to him about a bunch of things with the game, and just like some of the things that they added, some of the things that they decided not to go with, but just like this fucking game is so my kind of thing. Like it's one of the things we were actually talking about to begin with is like people weren't kind of sure what this actually was going to be, because when you first saw it, I think a lot of people made the like immediate jump to, all right, this is going to be some sort of like multiplayer PvP battle royale sort of thing, and unless that is like a mode that gets added on, it's not that at all. It's a single player campaign. You levels consist of, you're in an arena, you're on roller skates, and you're going around with a variety of weapons, murdering everyone in the level. It's that kind of dystopian sport, Running Man sort of vibe, very much like in a visual and audio sense as well. Like it's riffing on that theme, and it does it to an exceptional degree. And like, one of the key things that it does for me is that it nails that sense of flow and pace. And, like, for me, and certainly Jack, if he plays this, the immediate comparison, because it's a roller skating game that we're going to make, is aggressive inline.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things that it does, or it doesn't do, I guess, in comparison to like aggressive inline and Tony Hawk's, is you can't bail, you can't fall over. And I think that's such a massive thing to remove, because again, there's such a like, you come flying out of the gates and you're fucking doing a front flip over an enemy while you're blasting them with a shotgun, and you're doing this. There's like a bullet time mechanic to it, where you hold down the left trigger, so you can slow down time for about 5 seconds while you kind of home in on whoever you're trying to shoot. And within those 5 seconds, you can shoot the guy that's above you with a shotgun, or below you. You can then turn around, and while you're doing these flips, you've got someone to the left of you that you can take out of a grenade launcher, and then you land, and then you keep going. And there's just this pace and momentum to it that it absolutely nails. And if you were able to bail, because you do, land in some compromised positions and you're going to get hit a lot, I think that would completely kill the game and its flow. So like, that is like the big thing that I took away from this. The way that like the game kind of operates is that like, all right, you'll take out a couple of enemies, you only have a finite amount of ammo, and you're going to run out of ammo pretty quickly. Usually like any enemy on the screen is going to take most of the clip of a particular weapon. So the way that you regain ammo is by doing tricks. So I'll take some out of a shotgun, I'll go up a ramp, I'll do a number of flips, that'll get most of my ammo back, and on the way down again, I might go into bullet time mode, look around me, see if there's anyone, try and take them out, maybe even land on the rail, because some of the arenas, they have like, basically like a kind of bowl sort of setup where you can just kind of land on the rail, start going around and just kind of picking off kind of grunts here and there. And it's got the, in like Doom, where there's that kind of chess sort of mechanic where certain enemies are better with certain weapons to take them out, for example. It's kind of the same thing here. Like, there's 4 weapons. There's pistols, there's shotgun, there's a grenade launcher, and there's a railgun. And there'll be like your basic grunts that you can take out of anything. There are snipers that you can take out of anything, but I find the shotguns to be pretty effective because you can take them out with 2 hits. But then you've got like these sort of like lightning beam fuckers that can hit you from anywhere across the arena, and if you hit them, they'll immediately stop and teleport somewhere else. So if you use like a shotgun, you're only going to get the one hit in, so you're actually better off using the pistols, which do less damage, but you can actually get quite a few more shots in, or use the railgun because that will do more damage but takes longer to charge up. And so you're like constantly going between each of the enemies, changing between the weapons because certain weapons are better, with certain enemies. And it's just a phenomenal game that like hits all of my sensibilities of what I want to look for. It includes, like, on top of the fact that to beat the level is just clear all of the enemies out, you also have Tony Hawk's aggressive inline style quests, objectives for each of the levels. So there's get the top score, get the 5 combo tokens, do a specific type of trick on this like flip token that's in the arena. It's got all that stuff in there as well. It's fucking rad, and like everyone should play it. Just everyone should play it. I'd say about 4 hours in. I'm on like the finals now. I don't know like if there's more afterwards. I have to see. But even if this game is only 4 or 5 hours long, I've got absolutely what I want out of this game.
Yeah, I know for sure. I've like only just tipped in, but like it's got that game feel. It's got I was an absolute git for the cell shading era when that like started coming in. So like this animation style is really for me.
Yeah, I mean it looks a lot like Sable from last year. I think that's the strongest comparison to make.
So I'm a big fan. And I will be playing a fair bit more of it over the weekend, I would imagine.
The biggest, I think the strongest comparison I can make in terms of how the game feels, in terms of how you play it, it's got a lot of Boomerang X from last year, because certainly with some of the later levels when the difficulty picks up, you're constantly you've got shit on you at all times. Like you're gonna have 2 or 3 snipers on you. You've got the lightning bolt fucker. You've got like this guy in a jetpack who's trying to kind of smash down on you. And like in Boomerang X, where you're constantly trying to dodge while you're trying to attack, this is sort of the same thing as well. And it's pretty rough. And I know like Jack, you watched me play Boomerang X last year, but were like, I've got no time for this. I kind of like, I'd be curious if you do get to this, because it does have the aggressive inline aspects to it in terms of how it plays and the quests and stuff. But in terms of like the kind of core gameplay, I don't think it like is quite to your sensibilities. So I don't know how you would fare with this.
It sounds like really aggressive inline if you're killing people.
Yeah, but they're all trying to kill you. Like,
okay. Yeah.
It's actually like, passive aggressive inline. Yeah. Where it's just all the characters standing around just going, ugh. You can just
shade inline.
You could just eat anything, can't you?
I'd say it's more aggressive inline.
Yeah.
But it's rad. It's so good. I can't wait to just get this finished and then, I don't know, play again.